Hello everybody, this is Marjorie. Well, I was going to tell you about yesterday. What a day. What a day. Senga appears, right? She appears at my door first thing in the morning and she says, hello Marjorie, I was watching one of my films on the Netflix last night and I says, oh that's lovely, Senga, what were you watching, hen? She says, I was watching a film called Yesterday. And I says, oh Yesterday, what was that about, Senga? She says, well, it was for a day, right, the mother of this lassie had to say yes to everything that she asked of today, right? And I says, oh my God, Senga, could you imagine the stramashes? You know, imagine what you could get yourself embroiled on, you know, if you said yes to everything. You know, every question that you're asked for a whole day, you say yes to. I mean, could you imagine? I'd end up in Berlin or the Royal Infirmary. But she says, well, why don't we try it, right? Why don't we try it, right? And you, for a whole day, Marjorie, whatever you're asked today or whatever the question is, you've got to say yes, right? I says, right, that sounds like a bit of fun. Well, Senga was as happy as Larry. You should have seen her. She was as happy as a high heel shoe and a bowl of custard. So off we go, right? So we set out and I says, well, why not? Why not say yes to everything? Because, you know, some mornings you get up and you feel a wee bit scunnered, you know? So I says, right, let's do it. So I says to her, right, whose motor will we go in, Senga? Will we, you know? And she's saying, well, will we go in your motor? And I said, well, yes. Right, so we get into my motor and away. So we went to Hamilton. So we're in the car park and I see a space, right? So I'm sort of manoeuvring myself, getting myself into position to get into this space. And this man comes round the corner, right? And he says, he rows down his window and he says, are you just going out? Is this space free? And I went, no, yes. I says, Senga, we're only an hour into this experiment, hen, and this is doing man nubbles in. So anyway, she says, right, well, let's go and get something to eat. So we went to this wee cafe, right, and they were doing the wee breakfast, you know, the wee breakfast muffinettes. So we're getting everything, and the lassie says, do you just want the standard size or would you like to go super size? And Senga's saying, oh, just the normal size for me. And well, the lassie turns to me and she says, madam, would you like to go super size on your muffin? I says, yes. Well, you should have seen the size. I mean, it was like an American portion. I mean, you could have fed a family for 4 in Rwanda with this one muffin. But it was nice enough. But I was like John French in the Vicar of Dibley, you know, the Brussels sprout. And then Fanny, right? Fanny for number 89. Well, we bumped into her because she had got on the dial bus, right? So she's on the dial bus to Hamilton. And she says, oh, hello Marjorie, hello Senga. She says, I'm having a wee bit of problem with my eye because I've told you before, Fanny for number 89, she's got a glass eye. And I says, oh, she says, I've got my patch with me. I think I'll take my eye out and just put my patch on because it's irritating me a wee bit. She says, Marjorie, could I give you my eye? Could you put my eye in your handbag and you know, keep an eye on it? So I'm like, oh, yes. So Fanny's eye in my handbag. Well, do you know, every time I was in and out of shop and out my bag, I've got this, you know, Fanny's eye looking right up at me. And I'm like, oh my God. And Senga would say to me, what's wrong with you, Marjorie? Every time you open your handbag, you're screwing your face up. I says, it's Fanny. Fanny's looking right at me. So anyway, that was that. And Senga says, I was got a wee brochure in the other day, Marjorie, and they were advertising hot air balloons. You know, would you like to go a hot air balloon ride with me, Marjorie? And I says, oh, I don't yes. Well, and she's like, this is a good game. I says, aye, it's a good for you. You're not the one having to say yes. And then Femi, you know, later that day, we go home from Hamilton. We're sitting having a wee cup of tea, and a Garibaldi biscuit. Femi arrives at my door. You know, my posh neighbour Femi. She arrives and she says, hello Marjorie, I've made a lovely tangerine cheesecake. Would you like a piece? And I'll give Senga a piece as well. And I went, tangerine cheesecake? I says, yes. Well, this tangerine cheesecake, it's the most bouffing thing you've ever tasted in your life. She says it was a lemon. The recipe was for a lemon cheesecake, but she didn't have any lemons, so she used tangerines. Oh my God, bouffing. Anyway, so that was that. Then I'm saying cheerio to Femi. Femi's walking down the street. Fat boy 2 doors down. He appears at his door. And I says, oh, don't, no, I can't go this. I says, I'm too busy the day. Can I ignore you another time? And he says, no. I was just wondering, Marjorie, I heard that today you were saying yes to everything you were asked. And I went, yes? Well, I've told you before, Fat Boy doesn't take no for an answer, so he just went over the score. He just went a few questions further than my capabilities were capable of capitalising, right? So I took his arm and I twisted it and I need him, right? I need him in the right. So, but the upside to it was he met somebody, he met a lovely woman. She was a nurse in A&E because, you know, I popped his right shoulder out and put his testicles into a wee sling. So we're coming home for Wishy General, right? And Fat Boy turns to me and he says, look what you've done to me, darling. You've got my hee-haws in a sling and you've damaged my arm. I hope you're proud of yourself, darling. And I said, yes.